After many years of working tirelessly abroad, a daughter finally returned to her homeland. Her only dream was to embrace her elderly mother and give her the peaceful life she had worked so hard to provide. But the moment she arrived, she saw an old woman standing by the roadside selling sweets under the burning sun. As she walked closer, she realized it was her own mother. Her clothes were worn out, her face looked weak and tired, and her eyes were filled with silent pain. The daughter hugged her mother with tears in her eyes and asked, "Mother, why are you living like this? I have been sending money to you every single month." Her mother began to cry and said, "Your brother Adrian kept every penny you sent. He always told me that you had stopped helping us. I believed his lies, and when I started asking questions, he forced me out of the house." The daughter was devastated. She could not believe that the brother she trusted had betrayed both of them. She had spent years sending money for her mother's medical care home expenses and a comfortable life, but everything had been stolen. She gently held her mother's hand and said, "Today the truth will come out." They immediately went to Adrian's apartment. When he opened the door, he looked shocked and quickly tried to defend himself, saying, "I took care of our mother and I only used some of the money because I deserved it." Before he could continue, their mother interrupted him and said, "Stop lying. You never cared for me. You left me hungry, refused to buy my medicine, and eventually threw me out of the house." The daughter could no longer stay calm. She looked at him and said, "Taking care of your parents is your responsibility, not a favor. You did not only steal money, you stole our mother's dignity, peace, and trust." Then she pointed around the apartment and said, "This apartment, this car, and everything you own was bought with the money I worked so hard to earn. You obtained all of it through deception. From this moment, you must leave this house." Adrian stood there in complete silence. He had no excuse because all of his lies had been exposed. The daughter held her mother's hand and walked away. She promised, "Mother, from today, you will never suffer from hunger, illness, or homelessness again. I will make sure you spend the rest of your life with love, comfort, and respect." Tears of happiness filled the mother's eyes because after years of pain, she had finally found justice and the loving protection of her daughter. The lesson is that families are built on love, honesty, and trust. Children who honor and care for their parents earn lasting respect, while greed, betrayal, and selfishness always lead to shame. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more emotional and inspiring stories.